Hello and welcome back to the Spec podcast. I have Dave here who just got an email from Jake Blay from Ford, who has an announcement going out to all Ford customers or potential Ford customers who are dealing with the Palisades and Eaton fires in Southern California. So, Dave, what are we learning here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm sure Ford is not the only manufacturer that is trying to help people. But look, this is a little bit of a different podcast tonight. Ford reached out and asked for our help to spread the word to everyone that watches this podcast, and please forward this to everyone that you know. People are going through literally hell right now, and we all need to help everyone we can, and Ford is trying to help people. I mean, when you think about it, a lot of people have home charging, right? And their home's gone. So how do they charge their car? And so, what I wanted to do was to reach out specifically tonight and read this email. We're going to put the contents of this email in the description of this video. In addition, we're also going to share with you a LinkedIn page that is something that, if you are not directly affected by the fires out in California, but you want to figure out how you can help, then this is something we're going to direct you to this LinkedIn page, that the Ford philanthropy post, which has some details around how you can get involved and help. And so the Ford's been involved, I would say, from the beginning. We just Isaiah and I just got off the phone with Jake because I wanted to clarify a couple things. He's super tired. His eyes, I couldn't see them, but I think they're blurry. And this email that he sent to both Kyle and myself tonight is specific to how is Ford trying to help those that drive electric vehicles that they've purchased from Ford. And so what they're really doing is providing an update on the support provided by Ford in response to the wildfires. Um, and but this is more specific to the EV effort, that, or the EV sales and owners. So the first thing is really to assist their owners within the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, designated disaster area 4856. Ford has launched the following programs. Some of these are specific to EV, some of these are more generic. The first one is payment deferrals. So Ford Credit is offering a 120-day payment deferral to affected customers. Customers can contact their dealer or Ford Credit for more information. So, from an economic standpoint, you know, get your lives in order, guys, and don't worry about your car payment if you own a Ford. That's just awesome. Uh, the second thing is that Ford is offering California Wildfires Disaster Relief employee pricing on certain 2024, 2025 models that are going to be available at participating dealers until through March 31st, for eligible California residents that who lost their vehicles due to fires. Customers can contact their local dealer for more information. I can only imagine the nightmares that it's going to be for collecting funds from their insurance companies. It's just the economics and the timing of when you get the money, and not saying that this is going to be, the end all be all. It's not like they're giving out a free car, but they're helping with employee pricing. Now, one of the other things, Isaiah, we wanted to specify specifically for EV owners of Ford. There's lots of different ways that you can charge your Ford product, knowing that the NACS adapter is out, knowing that you can pull up to a CCS, Electrify America. You can pull up to any number of charging sites. But what Ford's done is kind of cool with the Blue Oval Charge Network. So it's an app that has integration for payment processing on the back end. And as long as you're using that Blue Oval Network app to charge, whether it's at a Tesla supercharger with the NACS adapter, or if it's at EA, or if it's at any participating Blue Oval Network charging center, then they're gonna reimburse you for your charges. Now, you think about it, like I mentioned before, if you have charging at your home and you can't charge, they're gonna cover that for you, so you can have fuel to get around with your vehicle. So I just think that that's pretty cool. But the only thing is, if you pull up to an off-brand charging network or even an on-brand charging network and you use your credit card, they're not going to have any way to track that. So Jake just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that, just make sure that you use that Blue Oval Charge network that's initiated from the app within Ford. How that exactly works, if you own a Ford, you probably know better than I do. I've used it before, but I can't remember exactly how it works. The other thing is that Ford is, not everyone has reached out to Ford to get the adapter, right? The fast charging adapter. And so what they're doing is they are going to be shipping those adapters out, and they're prioritizing those customers that are displaced. So they're going to expedite address changes and hold shipments, at the customer's request. So call Ford, whether it's your dealer or the Ford hotline itself, and a shipment of adapters has been made specifically to the dealers that are in the affected area. So drive by the dealers and see if they have them in stock. But if they don't, call Ford. And if you never thought to get one, now's the time, because it'll allow you to charge, at any one of the hundreds of Tesla superchargers that are around your area as well. So, that's another thing that they're doing. If in addition to that, Isaiah, what they're doing is that if you had received a complimentary home charger from Ford and standard installation through the Ford Power Promise program, and then you lost your home, they're going to replace that charger and cover the cost of installation for a replacement charger. And there's a little bit more, obviously, information to come. People's homes are they're not you're not ready to do that yet, but it's nice to know that Ford is going to be there to help you. And their Ford is continuing to partner with Team Rubicon, the California Community Foundation, the America Red Cross, and also Feeding America to assist the relief funds. And they have a link here where you can go over to that LinkedIn page. So again, the only reason we're giving you such specific information here, that from about Ford, is because they reached out. I think Jake is just trying to get the word out to as many people as possible, and he thought of us. And as soon as I heard it, I reached out to Kyle. Kyle's in China. For those of you who maybe don't know, he was busy. He's like, Dad, jump on the podcast and get Isaiah. Let's do it. Let's absolutely help. So look, I think in short, everyone, I don't even know what to say. Isaiah and I were talking about this earlier, that can maybe help. But this little effort of us trying to at least convey this information is, it's just a small little gesture on our part. So hopefully all of you will recover first. Firstly, hopefully recover as quickly as possible, and our hearts go out to you. Isaiah, I know I spoke a lot. What are your thoughts, my friend?
No, you put it perfectly. I think this is the most comprehensive I've seen of automakers do. And so everything down to your current existing Ford owners to those who need to go into a new vehicle, because many people had to abandon their cars, and helping with infrastructure, installing home chargers. It's really unfortunate that something like this has happened. But it's enlightening that, automakers that we all love are stepping in, to provide for the communities affected.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jake's an awesome guy. He really is. And he was telling us, he's Australian, and 5 years ago there were crazy wildfires down in Australia, and it affected his family and some of their homes, from what I understand. And so I think this is while it's not impacting him, I know he lives in Michigan. Um, I think he probably relates to what a lot of you are going through right now, maybe more so than some of us. So anyway, I don't think we need to belabor it. We'll put all the information that Ford's provided to us, courtesy of Jake, in the description below. Please share this video with anyone that you know that could benefit from this, and let's all keep our chins up on this long weekend. But think of those that are in tougher times. So with that, I'm done. Isaiah, last words, my friend.
Yeah, I think it's a time to actually kind of highlight something that other automakers are doing, so that if you are
Okay.
in any of these areas, that there are other opportunities. I'll kind of just start off with Lucid, for example, that is providing free charging at any of their uh, studios, their what do you call them, and their service
Service
centers.
locations, yeah,
Yeah, their
yeah. Their
showrooms.
showrooms, their service locations, right? Yeah,
Showroom's the word.
yeah.
And then we have Rivian as well, which is doing something very similar. Rivian has quite a few spaces in service centers in California. And so if you need to charge, if you need access to internet, or need somewhere to just relax for a couple hours, you can do that at Rivian service centers and spaces as well. They're also giving free trials for Rivian owners, Connect Plus, so they have access to radio and hotspot. And then even Tesla has provided quite a bit, installing megapack chargers, right, temporary superchargers in areas where there is going to be an influx of people, as well as Cybertrucks at first responder locations with snacks and water. So if you need some of those resources, you can go to the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department in Altadena, Pasadena, Zuma Beach, and Malibu, to access internet as well as charging your vehicle or charge devices if you need to. A lot of the infrastructure, electricity, period, for these first responders has been taken out from these fires, and so they're able to plug into the Cybertrucks and have access to power. Same thing, Mercedes, Honda, Kia, are all deferring payments. And so it's honestly, I'm glad that these companies are stepping in, and that they realize that these communities need help at a time like this.
Yeah, and look, forgive us if we didn't mention a manufacturer that's also doing their fair share. Check out, use the internet, whichever brand of car you have. It sounds like the industry is coming together here and helping others, which I like to see. So anyway, we'll let you all go, and please forward this video to anyone that could benefit from the information for the Ford owners. And hats off to all the manufacturers that are helping out people that are in tough times. Hopefully we're going to get through this quickly, and at least just be safe, and try and enjoy your weekend if you can. But it's anyway, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for really explaining all of this, Dave. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're here to help get this message out of there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just I'm usually not at a loss for words. And it's when I watch the news, it's just heartbreaking to me. It's mind blowing. It's just insane. So yeah. So anyway, Isaiah, good stuff. Edit this thing up, get it out there, my friend, and we'll be on. We'll see you on the next podcast soon. All right.
We'll see you guys.
Take care.